All right, guys, Alec back with another stock market investing video. Today, we're going to be going over the stock market in general, where I think it's headed next week, some big catalysts to look out for, and also some hot sectors to actually keep an eye on as well. So we kind of look at my last week. We did really well. Even the 3-month mark, you're looking at about 22% gain on that one as well. So let's get right into the video. All right, so the first major catalyst is going to be the stimulus. It's the biggest thing that's weighing on the stock market and actually going to be a huge positive or negative for the stock market too. So here we see a new article, White House preparing new 1.8 trillion stimulus proposal. At first, it was a $2.2 trillion stimulus, but then you actually saw that they didn't agree. So later news came last week that they were going to push the stimulus till after the election, which caused the stock market to go down significantly in a span of about 5 to 10 minutes. And then they actually are going to be agreeing. They put out some news that they're going to be agreeing. Now, there's nothing concrete yet. So once we actually hear some news and we agree on like an actual date, you see in a verbal agreement, you see people tweeting that they're in agreement, that's going to be really good for the economy, for the whole economy. It pumps 1.8 trillion into the economy, and it's going to be really good for the stock market because everyone can spend money on different things. They can go out to eat, they can buy clothes, and more importantly, it really helps the small businesses as well, along with the big businesses. For example, like the airlines. The airlines would be getting a huge bailout on top of that as well, which is why we saw airline stocks go up a little bit more as well. So if you guys want to pause and read some of this article, go ahead and pause the video, read some of this. It might help you understand a little bit more of what's going on. And again, this is the most important thing, the biggest catalyst for the whole stock market right now. Basically, if we don't get this stimulus passed before the election or sometime soon, we can see about a 5 to 10% another down spell as well. So it's imperative that we do get this one. And another important catalyst I do want to talk about is going to be the earnings season is about to start, and we can see it can be better than we think. So you'll read this article, JP Morgan Chase is scheduled to report earnings on Tuesday, marking the unofficial start to earnings season. So a lot of companies are facing off with earnings, so we're going to hear a lot of earnings being reported. You'll actually see it's supposed to be a dreadful quarter if we simply look at the year-over-year numbers. The S&P 500 companies are expected to report earnings of 32 a share, down from 22% the same time. Still, that's smaller than a 32% drop reported in the second quarter and almost certainly underestimates actual earnings. Companies have gotten very good at guiding the analyst community into point that. So here you'll even see more stocks to be watching: Goldman Sachs, Delta, JP Morgan we talked about, Walgreens, and other stocks as well. So third quarter earnings season begins this week with several large banks reporting: Citigroup, JP Morgan on Tuesday. Watch out for them on Tuesday, followed by Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and Wells Fargo on Wednesday. Morgan Stanley reports on Thursday. Notable releases from non-banking companies include Delta Airlines and Johnson & Johnson on Tuesday, United Airlines Holding and United Health Group on Wednesday, and Walgreens. So those are some good individual stocks to be watching this week as well, with earnings coming out. And then here's kind of just like a weekly agenda. So Monday, U.S. bond markets are closed in the observance of Columbus Day, while Canadian are closed for Thanksgiving. Tuesday, and you can read these full ones. We're just going to go over some of the highlights. You want to pause it if you want to read more. Tuesday, third quarter earnings season kicks off with, we already went over Citigroup, JP Morgan, two of the four largest banking assets, and then Bank of America, Wells Fargo are right after that. Delta Airlines. So feel free to pause this and kind of read over it some yourself too. Wednesday, you'll actually see PNC as well, United Airlines. Thursday, and we already went over a lot, so you can kind of keep scrolling past on each day and pause if you want to read these individually as well. So there you'll see Thursday, there you see Friday, so you kind of know what's going to be going on for the week. So that leads us into the hot sector, and the sectors to be watching is going to be renewable energy and electric vehicles. Both presidents have already came out and said they like electric vehicles, so we definitely want our eyes on some of these stocks I'm showing now. They're also renewable energy. Joe Biden's going to be huge on renewable energy, so if he gets elected, you definitely want to get into some renewable energy stocks before they pop. You know, you don't want to wait till it's too late and they shot up 30, 100, 300%, and now you're actually considering getting in. I'm going to be doing a full video in the future of some of my favorite EV stocks, which I think are the most safest ones, most safe bets, and then also some energy stocks, renewable energy, what I think are some of the best ones as well. I haven't done too much diving into it yet, so that's what I'm going to dedicate this weekend to. Here's some of the stocks I hear a lot of people talking about, though. I personally drive a Tesla, and I use Blink charging a lot, so I have some good hopes for this one as well. And if Trump wins, you're going to want to have your eye on some of the banking stocks like Wells Fargo, BAC, Bank of America, because of Trump's new tax law. So if you want a full video going in on stocks that are better if Trump wins and stocks that are better if Biden wins, leave a comment below on that, and I'll get right into it. But this week, there is going to be a lot of money to be made or a lot of money to be lost as well. So be very careful. Keep cash on hand as well for a dip and buy. You know, don't use all your money spending on green days. You know, we've been seeing a lot of green days as well. Just stick to your normal investments. You know, if you're doing $500 a month, don't add any more just because it's super green. If anything, add $400 a month, a little bit less. So you can add a little bit more when we see some red days coming too. So guys, that was just a quick little video to be updated on what to look for this week as well. Again, to recap the stimulus, we want to see a concrete date of when we're getting the stimulus and an agreement as well, which would propel the stock market maybe a 5 to 10% gain across the board, and we'll see some new all-time highs even on the big tech stocks. And then also the hot sector to watch out, have it on your radar. Have energy stocks on your radar, renewable energy, especially if Biden wins. And then also have EV stocks on your radar as well. And then if Trump wins, make sure you have banking stocks on your radar. I love banking stocks. I consider them to be very safe, and they really haven't covered too much from the pandemic as well. So guys, make sure you have a watch list created, just like how you saw mine below. A few different sectors to be looking out for. These are all my different watch lists. And if that video did help you, leave a thumbs up on the video. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Share it with your friends as well, so everyone is ready and prepared for Monday, our trading day as well. And until next time, guys, remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.